I don't like to be famous actually, but I like to give value to people, and I believe you as well. You like to give value.
We've been seeing so many of these Bitcoin treasury companies rising like a rocket ship.
Especially these days, there is a good chance that crypto will go multiple X compared to the other assets.
Somebody can invest with the safety of a publicly traded company, but also in many cases even outperform some of these smaller altcoins.
There will be a KPI called Bitcoin per shares.
Yes.
And it will be public to everyone. So you will know how much or how many Bitcoin they have per a share.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the distinct pleasure of having with us today Mr. MR.AMWAL, which I just learned Mr. MR.AMWAL means Mr. Money. So first off, let me just congratulate you. I love that name. So
Thank you a lot. Actually, it is also my honor to be with you in this interview or podcast. And as I said, it is MR.AMWAL, it is Arabic word. And if you translate MR.AMWAL, it is money. So it is Mr. Money. If you want money, just hear these words.
That's why you're here. So thanks for joining us today. I gotta tell you, when I learned your story, I connected with you immediately because I value privacy tremendously, just like you do. So for the audience, you normally wear a mask, but today you don't have your mask because you traveled to this event for Abraaj, and so you don't have your mask on you. So that's the reason why we're doing this side angle to protect your privacy. And that's something that I connected with immediately because I delayed my podcasting career by 8 years for privacy concerns primarily. This is something that I initially started investing in Bitcoin in 2017. And since the very early beginning, I wanted to help spread the word on a larger scale than just telling my friends and family. But I was nervous about it because I didn't feel comfortable. The asset of Bitcoin was still getting proved out. It was still very, very much a renegade type of investment. So I didn't necessarily feel comfortable putting myself out there. It's just now that we've reached broader level adoption that I actually feel comfortable putting my face out on the camera, talking and spreading the message of crypto to the world. So I connected with you immediately on that.
Actually, you are right. Privacy, as you mentioned, is very important, especially in this life, social media life. But also, some people like me, I don't like to be famous actually, but I like to give value to people, and I believe you as well. You like to give value, so that's why you sacrifice with your face. I mean, you sacrifice with the privacy just to give value to the people. Yeah, and I appreciate you do it actually.
Yeah, I appreciate you and what you're doing for your community. And let's just go ahead and dive right into it. I understand that one of the big things that you preach from my understanding of your content and watching it is that you're very big on diversification. So building a diversified portfolio, and that's going to be including real estate, that's going to include gold, that's going to include stocks, and that's going to include the reason why we're here, crypto. So can you talk to us a little bit about the importance of having crypto in a diversified portfolio?
Okay, let's go one step back before we answer this question. Actually, people, the audience, they are different mindsets. Some people, they can take high risk investment, and others, they don't want to take the high risk investment. So basically what the good advice to them is to diverse. As you mentioned, the basic thing is to have everything in your portfolio. Something with low risk like real estates and equities, or something with high risk like crypto. Especially these days, there is a good chance that crypto will go multiple X compared to the other assets. That's why we see that there is a chance to people to start invest in crypto, especially what I advise the normal people to invest in the top 10 market cap crypto.
Yeah, and that's a really good point. that you're building crypto into a diversified portfolio, and then within that crypto, you break out the crypto. You're really focused on the most stable and the most proven assets. So what comes to mind, obviously, is the number one on the list, Bitcoin. So can you maybe speak specifically to the importance of Bitcoin as part of that crypto portion of the diversified portfolio?
Okay, as we all know that Bitcoin, it is almost from 14, 15 years. Okay. And the good thing with Bitcoin is a technology that's never failed within that last 15, 14 years. Try to find any other technology within 10 years of without any failure, maybe will not find. Because Bitcoin is somehow, it is integrated with the blockchain, and from 15 years, it was very safe, easy to transfer the Bitcoin without any fail, without any stoppage or a block of the system itself. That's why it is very important. And the good thing, Bitcoin, as you know, there is a limit, there is a cap.
Yeah.
And this cap is, you can see it in all the transactions. So there's transparency, high transparency, there is a cap. And for me, it is actually the safest assets compared to other crypto things. What I would like to mention that some people, the new in this market or the new in the crypto field, because they translate the cryptocurrency as a normal currencies. But in my opinion, there is a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
For me, cryptocurrency, it is assets. Most of them are assets.
Yes.
Okay, not normal assets.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a misnomer. The name doesn't describe it properly.
Exactly. That's why when we build a portfolio investment for the investors, we ask them to have different type of assets.
Yes.
One of these assets is cryptocurrencies.
Yeah. So you'd mentioned the long track record and the performance history of Bitcoin, yet it's my understanding that in the Middle East that there's a surprisingly low level of adoption. So could you maybe speak to that and why you think that might be the case?
Okay, for here, because the technology to them is new, and most of people, they scared to put their liquidity, their money to decentralized exchange, because it started with decentralized exchange. Now we have some major exchanges in this market in the Middle East, like Binance, OKX, other names as well. They start to invest in these exchanges, but they still scared to put their money in new exchange to them.
Yes.
This may be one of the reasons.
Yeah. So having Bitcoin as part of a balanced portfolio is clearly essential. But given the low adoption, what would you like to tell people listening to you now to know about the importance of that they might not be thinking about right now?
Look, Mr. Carlos, as Bitcoin in last years, it has a huge performance compared to other assets. If you compare the Bitcoin to gold, real estate, the percentage, it was very huge.
Yeah.
So for me, I advise the people, they can invest a little bit of their money in this Bitcoin. Maybe in 20 years, they will be happy, you know?
Yeah.
They at least their kids will thank them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in other words, it's already, yes, it's new, but there's enough of a track record that you should feel comfortable to at least not everything, but put a portion of their savings into that. Correct?
It's exactly this the right decision. Now you can take it. You can put, the DCA strategy.
Yes, of course.
Dollar cost averaging.
Yeah.
Just cut a little bit of your income every month to, for example, Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And you will be happy after 10, 20 years, hopefully.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So I know, you mentioned the top 10 cryptos, but I also know, kind of talking to you for a little bit, that you've traded meme coins and other smaller cap altcoins as part of your strategy as well, correct?
Exactly, small altcoins, but for me, actually, I avoid to trade in meme coins. I advise all the people, actually, who is really interesting, then they have, let's say, knowledge about investment and trading, to have two portfolio. One, we called it the safe or the defense portfolio.
Yeah.
What you mentioned already, it has real estate, gold, stocks, equities, and crypto, the top 10 crypto. And that's what you call the defense portfolio or investment portfolio.
Yes.
The trader's portfolio, or that we can call it attack portfolio as well, or the high risk portfolio. Here, yeah, you can play with a lot of small altcoins. You can trade, buy today and sell it tomorrow. It is fine. You can't take the risk.
Yeah.
But at least you should have a mentality to have a two portfolio.
Yes.
This basically. Some days maybe the trading portfolio will be down, and the investment portfolio, it will take you up. Yeah, it will increase.
So what I'm seeing is that you know, a lot of, since we're here for the Abraaj event, Abraaj event, being the first Bitcoin treasury company in the Middle East, that you know, we've been seeing so many of these Bitcoin treasury companies rising like a rocket ship. So I look at this as, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts, that somebody can invest with the safety of a publicly traded company, but also in many cases even outperform some of these smaller altcoins that typically had those bigger performances, those big gains. And this is now, it's kind of like the best of both worlds. You get the safety of the stock market, but you also get the performance of something like a Metaplanet that's up 500x. So do you see it that way as well?
Exactly. And also good to mention here, when something like an equity or private company going in the stock market and they adopt Bitcoin as a reserve on them, this actually will increase the liquidity to their shares.
Yes.
And as you mentioned, also, and here in Middle East, there are people somehow they scared to enter the crypto market with decentralized exchange.
Yes.
Or some exchange, maybe it is tough to them, but actually they have the good mentality to buy stocks and easy to them to buy stocks.
Yeah.
And they feel safe. This liquidity, I think it will go toward the shares or the equity, and they will feel comfortable that they have a crypto.
Yes.
So the FOMO and the people, it will be less, because, okay, we don't have Bitcoin, but we have Abraaj stocks, which is, it has a Bitcoin in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, look, I see it as kind of the best of both worlds, you know? You get the safety on one side, but you also get the returns on the other side. It's like a win-win.
Is with low risk.
Yeah, with low risk, exactly. So we're here, Abraaj, first Bitcoin publicly traded Bitcoin treasury company in the Middle East. How exciting is that for you to see that announcement?
Today, actually, it was very amazing event to me, and actually, I go to the CEO. He's very smart to adapt this, the first one in Middle East, and to enter the market with a very fast way, mashallah. So congrats to them. I'm excited to what will happen later, inshallah. And actually, I'm excited to invest with them.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, me too, by the way. And, you know, this isn't just for me and you. This is the beautiful thing about these public markets. This is for everybody. So what benefits do you see this providing to your brothers and sisters in the Middle East? You know, specifically Abraaj, Bitcoin treasury companies, and the ability to invest in that through public markets.
But I think if you want to have a crypto with the safest way, with everything documented, go on. You can buy the share now.
Yes.
And also the good thing they mentioned here in the event, there will be a KPI called Bitcoin per shares.
Yes.
And it will be public to everyone. So you will know how much or how many Bitcoin they have per a share.
Exactly.
This will give you a good advice or performance on how they the speed of adoption they do in Abraaj Restaurant.
Absolutely. And the better job they do, the higher that Bitcoin per share continues to grow. So that's a very exciting metric to see. And see, basically, they're stacking the Bitcoin for you. So that's something that I've learned about recently, and it's very exciting. Any last words for your audience here? There's something that you'd like to share?
Actually, I believe there is always a chance to enter this market, crypto market, through stocks, like Abraaj, what they did, and even by yourself. But at least don't risk your capital. Risk the money that you don't need.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Mr. MR.AMWAL, ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.